What's going on, guys, with the DeAndre Hopkins to the Titans? Y'all think this a playoff team?
No. No.
Why not? Because I feel like what the Titans was missing was a wide receiver one. Because now they could put Traylon Burks, who they took in the first round last year, to play wide receiver two. And DeAndre Hopkins, if anything, he makes their depth chart better.
I'm
I don't-
trying to think.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
He does make the depth chart better, and I like the move. I like the move, but it's not because I think the Titans are now playoff contender, right? I think it helps because Traylon Burks, who was wide receiver two, who's now wide receiver two, DeAndre Hopkins has come in and helped develop Traylon Burks. You know, Traylon Burks is a second year player. DeAndre Hopkins is a vet, mentor Traylon Burks, and I believe that Traylon Burks will be straight if DeAndre. I keep wanting to say DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hopkins takes him under his wing.
Another thing is though that they complement each other game well because Traylon Burks, he's a deep threat, while DeAndre Hopkins, he don't got the speed like he used to. So now he more like a possession type receiver, which is what the Titans needed. Like they had the worst receiving unit before they had DeAndre Hopkins, and their game isn't predicated off of wide receivers. It's really Derrick Henry. Like these are the Derrick Henrys at the end of the day. All DeAndre Hopkins does is make the box ladder for Derrick Henry. Like that helps them out a lot. And their defense, Mike Vrabel, I can't have this team with a negative record. They got a decent wide receiver and Michael Vrabel. I can't like he's too good of a coach. Like I got this team going 9-8 with DeAndre Hopkins.
They didn't have a negative record this year, did they? They just lost in their division.
Playoffs. Yeah, they was one game away from the playoffs.
Yeah.
And who beat them? Who beat them?
It was the last game of the season versus Jared.
Oh no, they're still not making the playoffs then. Fuck, they're still not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because like if you really think about it, bro, the Titans they gotta compete with a lot now because now the Colts got Anthony Richardson. When he develops, he's gonna be pretty good. And then the Texans, they also got C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson too. And once they develop, because the Texans low key, they got a pretty decent roster right now.
They really do.
Like, people are low key sleeping on them a little bit.
Yeah, I like that.
I like the Texans a lot, actually. Yeah,
I like the Texans, but they're coming in third.
I agree.
They could.
I agree. I had them finishing with 7 wins. Like when I look, but they gonna come in third place because the Titans gonna finish second place in this division in 9-8. Like they have more of a chance of making the playoffs than the Texans.
Yeah, the Texans.
You need to watch out for the Texans.
Yeah.
The Texans they are a team to watch because I think they're gonna take a massive jump defensively with DeMeco Ryans coming in being their head coach now. Offensively, they have a good O line. Dameon Pierce is a good running back, and C.J. Stroud, well, he's a rookie, so we'll see how that pans out. The Texans are a team to watch, not playoff watch, but maybe keep an eye on them in the future.
A sneaky team. They're gonna be a team that I pick a lot for the. Well, what are those called? The
Dark horse?
Not dark horse. The trap game. They're gonna be the team I pick for some trap.
For sure, there was a trap game last year. They were for the Eagles and the Cowboys. Like we barely beat the fucking Texans, and the Eagles almost lost.
The Chiefs barely beat the Texans.
The Chiefs had to go to OT.
What's good,
Bro, the Texans might have been the worst 12-15 team or 3-14 team of all time. Like they might have been the worst 3-4, the best 3-14 team all time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that keep fucking up. That keep fucking up. We might have a new best team in Texas. You feel me, Mike?
Yeah, but hold on.
We've been the best team in Texas for years.
Let's stick to the Titans though, because this defense with Harold Landry, Jeffrey Simmons, Kevin Byard, and then they got a bunch of solid pieces like Amani Hooker, Christian Fulton, Roger. Like I feel like this team.
Yeah, I forgot the guy Aziz Al shit here too. I like him. He
was on the 49ers last year, wasn't he?
Yeah. They got Amani Hooker, Kevin Byard,
Monty Rice.
He's like linebacker 3. I don't even know. He's linebacker.
No, Monty Rice. I remember.
I
Monty
did not
Rice
know who that was, bro.
I don't know who Monty Rice was.
Is he not the Alabama? Linebacker.
I have no clue.
Oh,
I
the
like this
Georgia
team though.
line.
They don't really have anyone who's like not. They don't have a
Georgia.
position where they're not okay. At least they don't really have a
Yeah.
glaring weakness. I could say they don't have a
And the
glaring
thing,
weakness.
I think that they're gonna be. I think, bro, Mike Vrabel and Mike Tomlin are damn near identical because
Yep.
no matter how bad their team is, if y'all remember, like 3 or 4 years ago, maybe the Steelers were starting Mason Rudolph and and Duck and Devlin Hodges, bro, at quarterback, and they were still not the worst team in the NFL. Like they still finished like 8-9. No, they still finished like 9-7 because I don't think Mike
Positive
Tomlin has a
record.
losing record.
No, he
He
doesn't.
doesn't. He doesn't have a losing record.
Or
And
they may have finished 8-8 that year. It was either that
I
eight
think
and
it was
eight
eight
or
and eight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he doesn't have a losing record. I don't know if Mike Vrabel has a losing record. They're very similar, and that's why I don't think that. Now, while I don't think the Titans will make the playoffs, I do think that, like Mar said, they will have a winning record, and because Mike Vrabel is just not going to go for that. He's not going to tank.
yeah.
He's not one of
No.
those coaches. He's not. He's not going to just let his team go downhill. He's going to do everything he can to keep his team lifted up, and this team is actually solid. It's not bad. Like this team, I don't want to say it, but this team could make a division push and try to win a division. I don't see
No,
that with Mike Vrabel being the head coach and being who he is, who we know he is, bro. He's a winner. He was on those Super Bowl teams he was on those early Super Bowl teams, bro. He's a
I don't care.
winner. He knows how to win. He's a great coach. He's like a top 10 coach given the roster he has. I think they can try to make a push for the division, bro.
I think they will. I think they will. I don't think they'll win it, but I think they'll be number two. Like they're number two
Yeah.
behind the Jaguars, in my opinion. Because Westbrook, you see how this team fits. Tajay Spears, he's a good receiving option as a third down running back for when Derrick Henry, he's not that good a receiving option. Westbrook is a good slot. Like all these guys fit well. The left side of their O line gotten better. I'll admit the right side looked terrible, but like that's the main weakness I see. The right side of their O line. After that, everything else looks solid.
They got Jalen Duncan. I don't hate that pickup though. Truthfully,
Don't know too.
Let's talk about who it seemed like we all got number one in that division, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I got them finishing the season with at least 11 wins, like around the 11 win range. I think Trevor Lawrence is dark horse MVP candidate. I don't know where I would have him yet for MVP, but he's someone I'm mentioning because I think Calvin Ridley and him are gonna have a great year.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Jacksonville, they are gonna. Now, while I said the Titans could make a push, I don't think they're gonna win it. Jacksonville is definitely gonna win this division, bro. Christian Kirk, bro. A lot of people were shitting on Christian Kirk's contract last year, and he showed up and showed that he was worth it. He was worth the contract. Calvin Ridley coming off the suspension. Travis Etienne is gonna get a bigger role, even though he was a starter. Did he play last year?
Yeah,
He played. That was the year before. That was the year before
They let James Robinson go because he broke out.
Yeah. And then Evan Ingram, I don't know why he couldn't catch shit with the Giants, but he's catching everything and playing hard now that he's on the Jaguars. But maybe it's because he needed a new quarterback. Maybe that's what it was. And then the defense is solid, bro. Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker coming off the edges, Tyson Campbell, Rayshon Jenkins, Andre Cisco. This team is nice, bro. But if there's one person on this team that's really disappointed me, it's Caleb Von Chason. I thought he was going to be the next good to great pass rusher. Hell no. He got his job taken by a rookie. So, yeah, I think that I got him at 11 wins.
I got, about 11. Travis Etienne, he's going to be a great running back for the next 5 years, at least. Christian Kirk, I would look at him, that contract, like Fred VanVleet. Like at the time, it's overpaid, but they're overpaying to win games. So it's like going to be like a cultural thing. You know what I mean? Like that's what the Houston Rockets are shooting for. Like you have to overpay those type of players to come to your team when you're not a good team. Before the Jaguars had Christian Kirk, they just wasn't a good team. You got to pay that tax.
See, now that shit makes sense. That actually makes sense to me, bro.
Christian Kirk was playing good the season before they signed him to the big contract.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing that money good. He was playing like Fred VanVleet was playing good, but he wasn't playing that good. Fred VanVleet, he's a good backup point guard. Now look,
This was like Fred
now
VanVleet's worst year.
but look, Christian Kirk, he's a
Definitely
good wide
was.
receiver too. Now that's what he's going to be asked to do.
Christian
Making
Kirk
more
was coming
money.
off his best year to make a big contract, and Fred VanVleet's coming off his
That's
worst year to
very
make a big
nasty.
contract.
Have Calvin Ridley on the left side and then Zay Jones on the right side and put Christian Kirk in the slot. That's nasty. Right
That's
there.
what I think
Bro,
they would do.
telling you.
That's what they have to do. That's the only way that you can run that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because Christian Kirk's a straight slot receiver. I think that's where
He can play the Z also though. Kirk
Yeah, because he's low key a deep threat.
can play the Z.
Almost everybody they got is low key a deep threat.
Yeah, bro. This is a nice wide receiver room, man. Nice running back room.
I think Zay Jones is more of a possession type guy.
But you got Jamal Agnew coming off as well.
Yeah, Jamal Agnew. He's him at kick return. I don't know about. He's good. He's an okay wide receiver, but he's like
As just a deep threat? As a pure deep threat?
As a pure deep threat. Yeah, Jamal Agnew is a He's probably the number one deep threat.
Jamal Agnew, maybe. No matter what, he's a demon on special teams. No matter what.
Yeah, fact.
Absolutely.
First team All Pro every year.
I think Evan. If the coach does this right, Evan Ingram is getting real shifty this year. That's all I'm saying. He's gonna be able to hide himself with all these receivers, bro. Like you got to look out for top tier receivers. He's gonna be able to hide so well among the LBs and just cook, bro. He's gonna cook.
Yeah, bro. He cooked last year. I don't know why he couldn't cook with the Giants. Was it the hair? Maybe it was the hair. His hairline's so far pushed back, but he cut that shit off.
Whatever Kenny Galladay's excuse is, he got the same one.
Kenny Galladay, damn.
No, yeah. Kenny Galladay gave up on his team, bro. He gave up on you.
Gave up on football.
Exactly. He gave up on football. Evan Ingram never gave up. He was still playing. He just couldn't hold on to nothing. Kenny Galladay literally gave up.
Maybe you're right. Maybe his passes, the way the zip on it, Evan Ingram couldn't catch it the same way. Receivers can't seem to catch Dak Prescott's throw with the zip. But maybe you are right. Maybe you are.
How are you respond?
Now, this is the type of shit I'm not gonna tolerate because it's not even a NFC East debate. It's like we're not even talking about the NFC East.
But you're a Cowboys fan. This is like the football version of Mars Heat fandom.
But this is more. That's more saying that you're actually what you're doing. What you just did right then. You're praising Dak Prescott and you're blaming the wide receivers, which is what the whole point of this shit is. 12 of Dak Prescott's 15 interceptions came off wide receivers not finishing routes and dropping
15 interceptions?
You think he had 15 interceptions off of?
You have 12 excuses?
They're not, nigga.
You see what happened was
really got like 3.
No, it's. I would.
You're saying he's one of like the best like conversion quarterbacks in the league.
All of their fault.
Yes, he's one of the best quarterbacks on third down, if not the best quarterback on third down, because he has one of the best. He's one of the best quarterbacks under pressure. And when do most of the blitzes come?
One of the best quarterbacks under pressure.
Yo, let's get chatting right now, bro.
You're a chatter. Okay.
Go back to the Jaguars.
We're not going back to the Jaguars. We gotta.
Don't
do that shit. Don't do that no more.
We gotta move. We gotta keep it pushing. Yeah,
let's go back to the Jaguars.
We're gonna talk about the Cowboys in a little bit. Don't worry. Let's talk about them.
Well, we'll talk about them as we transition into the NBA.
I'm looking at the Jaguars schedule right now. I have them see. They're at least gonna lose 6 to 7 games.
Yeah. Who are they losing to?
They play the Chiefs, the Bills. I'm saying they could possibly even lose to New Orleans.
I don't hate that.
That's a 50-50 game. I can see that.
That's what I'm saying. That's a 50-50 game.
The Jaguars can't win.
I could go either way. So Chiefs, Bills, they're losing to the 49ers, losing to the Bengals. I have them losing to the Browns also, and then the Ravens. That's 6 right there.
I think some of those competitive games that you got them losing, they're gonna win. I don't think they lose every single competitive game.
But I feel the one thing is too, you gotta put in like the division too, because like even though if the team sucks in the division, bro, like NFL like division like teams, bro, like they be like sometimes they be just losing to them.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure. Because you play them multiple times a year and they know your schemes and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sometimes you play
saying.
your division
They,
opponents
they
three
could they
times.
could lose.
They
to
can
the-
lose to the Titans. They can lose
Yeah,
to the
they-
Titans.
They can lose to the Texans.
I doubt it, but I mean, sure,
The
anything's
Texans and Colts,
possible.
they could lose draw games to them.
Yeah.
I think.
Only the Texans. I don't see them dropping games to the Colts.
Normally, the Texans or Colts take games out of their division. I don't know why.
Yeah,
They usually win 2 out of their division and 1 in.
The Colts got a really good offense coordinator now, so it wouldn't be too crazy. And they got a good defense. It really just what is Anthony Richardson? We don't really know yet.
Yeah.
What did I tell you pre-pod, bro? Expect the same thing you seen in Philly.
Yeah, a lot. We will. The difference between Anthony Richardson and Jalen Hurts is power and speed. The same with Lamar. Jalen Hurts is more power than those guys.
I would argue that Anthony Richardson has more power than Jalen Hurts.
You would
Hell
argue
no.
that?
You would be wrong.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I argue that, bro.
Jalen Hurts is built like a running back. It's insane.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is crazy.
Anthony Richardson, he's 6'4", 240 and runs a 4.4.
Anthony Richardson reminds me of like a wide receiver with an arm more than a running back.
Christ. That's the same argument niggas had against Lamar, bro.
What? No, I'm not saying it's against him. I'm just saying I don't imagine him trucking people the same way that Jalen Hurts does.
He sees Anthony Richardson more as of elusive guy instead of a power. Like he sees him juking before trucking. Like Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen, they truck. Lamar and Anthony Richardson juke.
I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe I don't know.
We don't know with Anthony Richardson yet, though. We don't know. You don't do our college football. You tell us.
What's his name? I can see Anthony Richardson playing like Jameis Winston in his first year. On that caliber of player.
I think Anthony Richardson could have a Cam Newton rookie year, bro. I do.
I think Anthony Richardson could have a great one too.
I don't expect him to come in and be great because he was drafted as a raw talent, so I'm expecting him to take a couple of years.
I'm thinking like 3,500 yards, like maybe like 15, 17 touchdowns passing, and like maybe like 400 rushing yards and like 6, 7 rushing touchdowns.
Nah, that's entirely too low. That's way too low.
That's just mine.
I'm not expecting much from him.
I'm not expecting much on the passing aspect.
And that's a high standard. That's a high standard for me, low key.
I'm at least expecting 9-10 rushing touchdowns from Anthony Richardson.
That's a lot. I mean, he's a rookie. Rookies love to run. Rookies love to run. So yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is that a crazy take?
I give rookies low expectations. I just hope he finishes as a top 25 quarterback this year.
He for sure will, because
I don't think that's not a hard bar. That's not a high bar.
But like he's starting right off the rip. It's not like nobody developing him. You know what I mean? Like he could have like a Trevor Lawrence type season, and then like the next season after that,
with Trevor Lawrence, bro, you got to think. When Trevor Lawrence came into the league, there was already a whole lot of shit going on inside the Jacksonville organization. Urban Meyer is a terrible NFL head coach, bro. He's bad, and it took him getting fired to help Trevor Lawrence jump up and to what he is now. Because if you look at his rookie season, and if Urban Meyer was still the head coach this last year, Trevor Lawrence would not have gotten better. He would have still been the same player he was his rookie year. So I don't think he'll have a Trevor Lawrence. I don't think Anthony Richardson have a Trevor Lawrence rookie year. Strictly be off the running aspect. He's not a great passer. We know that he has a strong arm. He's just not accurate. But that's stuff you can work on.
You know what? I'm looking at it now, and I was completely right. No, he's gonna have a Jameis Winston year, on like the Tampa Jameis Winston year.
Urban Meyer was the worst coach of all time, and Nick, I was telling you that before the pod. He was legitimately the worst coach of all time. Like who was the worst? Like who do y'all think?
Nathaniel Hackett.
I was just about to say that.
No,
I was just about to say that.
Urban Meyer.
Nathaniel Hackett. Nathaniel Hackett is the worst quarterback of all time.
Urban Meyer was worse, man. I know how bad Nathaniel Hackett was.
I'm
Urban Meyer was worse.
Nathaniel Hackett had his job took from him in like 4 games, bro. Like he was already not even a coach anymore after 4 games.
You know why? You know why? Because this was what was supposed to happen, right? Instead of getting Russell Wilson, we were supposed to get Aaron Rodgers. That's what the fuck was supposed to happen. That's why we hired Nathaniel Hackett, and then fucking Aaron Rodgers. Oh, I want to stay with the Packers because I'm a little bitch and I want to go to the fucking Jets next season. Like, get the fuck out of here, you stupid ass bitch. Should have went to the fucking Broncos when you had the fucking chance, motherfucker.
Hey,
Should have went to the
look like the right
Broncos.
decision in my opinion.
Broncos last year. Okay, healthy Broncos last year with Aaron Rodgers is a playoff team.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Oh my god. We could have kept Nathaniel Hackett, bro. But no, he's trash. He tried to turn Russell Wilson, Moonball Russ, into Aaron Rodgers, and it didn't work.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And now y'all got well, we'll actually be talking about y'all soon. So what is your rankings for what division is this? The AFC South.
We're on the AFC South.
Yeah, yes, but like y'all individual ones, like Nick, I got the Jaguars finishing 11-6, the Titans finishing 9-8, and we haven't really talked that much about the Texans. I got them finishing 7-10. I think they're gonna be trying to contend a little more than the Colts because they traded for Will Anderson. They traded their first round pick. They trying to win games, and they also got a really decent roster. Like y'all was saying, we're gonna pull it up. They got a great offensive line. They got guys like Shaq Mason, I remember. Laramie
They got a
Tunsil.
great defensive line, bro. Holy
Their
shit.
trenches is crazy. And that's how you win games, your trenches. They got
Zach Griffin.
Jerry Hughes is still playing, bro. He's fucking like 36 years old, bro.
He's still good though. What do you want him to
Who?
do? Jerry Hughes is still good, bro.
Bro,
He's not top tier, but he's still good.
Oh, Jerry Hughes.
And Derek Stingley
Yeah.
too.
He's like 36.
yes, Derek Stingley is nice. Shaquille Griffin is nice. Steven Nelson
Jimmy
is nice.
Ward,
Desmond
Jalen
King
Petre.
is nice. They have
I love
4
all that.
nice corners. Jimmy Ward is
Petre.
nice. Petrie.
Yeah, they got Jimmy
Petrie
Ward now too.
Is nice.
Jalen Petrie was developing a lot last year too.
I like Christian
I
Kirk.
like
Jalen
a lot.
Petrie showed his ass versus the Cowboys, bro. He showed out.
I like this
Got
team a
you.
lot.
It's
Laramie
got your body.
Tunsil. This team is good. No,
Yes.
this team could sneak and take the second one. I'm just saying this team could sneak it and take the second spot in the division.
The only thing that's really questionable for me is their wide receiver court. That's the only thing.
Hell, no, the wide receiver core is nice, bro. It's not top tier, but it's nice. It's nice, bro.
You know what I like about the wide receiver core? I see the fit. Robert Woods is one of the better blocking wide receivers in the league. So is Nico Collins. He's one of the better blocking wide receivers in the league. These are possession receivers next to John Mechie. That is a deep threat, and they got a run game that they're gonna Tank Dell too. They're gonna be more of a running team. Yeah, Dalton Schultz. Yeah, they former Cowboy.
Damian Pierce, I wouldn't be surprised if he had like a year similar to Javonte Williams' breakout year. Truthfully, I wouldn't.
I'd say
Damian Pierce already broke out. Yeah,
he
Damian Pierce already broke out.
He broke out, but I mean like
to casuals.
Like he's gonna have a top tier year when he puts himself in like top conversation.
They got Devin Singletary too.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to.
No, literally the head coach last year was like, we're running through Damian Pierce. Pass, run, I don't give a fuck what we're doing. It's going through Damian Pierce. I'm pretty sure
Devin
just
has
there.
to.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, I don't want to say.
They probably got Devin Singletary as like a backup just in case Damian Pierce like get injured.
Yeah, Singletary is a third down back. He's somebody you bring in on third down.
It might be he might be there in case they're running a new offensive scheme with whatchamacallit.
No, Devin Singletary is just a third down back for real. Like he's just who you put in when Pierce is tired because he's gonna have a workload like you said. I think Pierce gonna have times where he's tired and Singletary just like we play action right quick.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, and Noah Brown, he's also not bad, bro. Amari Rodgers.
I don't hate any of their wide receivers that are actually gonna get playing time.
Xavier Hutchinson,
I don't hate none. Steven Sims, I don't hate none of them. Bro.
You know what I love about them? Their O-line.
O-line's crazy.
They have a top O-line in the league already.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Everybody on the O-line is either elite, like Laramie Tunsil and Shaq Mason are elite at their position, and the rest of them are good. Like Juice Scruggs, the rookie, we don't know about him just yet, but Titus Howard is a good right tackle. Kenyon Green is a good left guard. Like their O-line is gonna be top. I give them top 10.
It's a lock top 10 in my opinion. And I think their run blocking would be a top 5 because, like I said, they got a good run blocking receivers and Dalton Schultz at tight end. He's not really that much of a run blocker, is he, Mike?
No.
Yeah, he's not that much.
He's like a vertical like tight end.
Yeah, and that's how those wide receivers complement him because those the ones who are pretty good at blocking.
God damn. This
And
is
he's
a good team,
he's
bro.
like someone that'll like find a soft spot in the zone and sit. Like, he does that. He doesn't block. Like he's
Yeah.
definitely.
I just really
And
like
that
defense.
and I like that. I like that pickup for the Texans because developing C.J. Stroud and probably doing what Mahomes and Kelsey did. You know, like building trust with the tight end, somebody who can catch the ball, and like he's a solid catcher or whatever, like solid receiver. So we'll see.
So we all agree that the Colts are coming in last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
but it's because like the Texans are buying in a little more. Let's go to the Colts because it seems like we all agree on the Texans. We think this is going to be a fun team. I'm gonna watch these games and have fun watching them because they're
I
going
feel
to
like you
try to
need to
win
move
and they're a young
JT,
team.
bro.
Hmm?
I think you need to move JT.
JT, who's that?
Hell no, don't move him.
Colts? I
Johnson.
think you need to move JT.
Whoa,
Not
whoa,
Taylor.
whoa, whoa.
How old is he? How old is he? Like 23,
Bro, he's like
4?
Yeah.
Okay, realistically, when you want to be competing, you're going to be competing in what, 3-4 years, and by that time, he's not going to be top
You
tier.
know why I disagree with you?
What's
Because the reason I love Anthony Richardson so much is him and Jonathan Taylor read option is crazy.
Yeah, but you're not going to be going deep into the playoffs with that. And I
No,
don't think
but you could develop him very, very. You making his job easier. Like
if you say
Anthony
so.
Richardson, his job is way easier with Jonathan Taylor because he's a running quarterback. Similar to how Daniel Jones looks way better when Saquon Barkley playing. Straight up, like when you have
Yeah,
a quarterback that's
what
a
are they
running.
doing?
When you got a quarterback that's a running option and they got a elite running back next to them, that it makes the coverage and box lighter.
I'd rather you go the Bengals route. You know what I mean? You trade all your guys that don't fit the timeline, and you just buy in on all the young pieces you can.
I think Taylor he fits. He fits. He may not get the max value out of him, but he fits.
If he's still elite when he's 28, then that's fine.
No, he
You
won't.
know,
Run backs don't last that long. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Unless you're Derrick Henry, who's unless you're Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's
Nick Chubb is still lasting like that as well.
Yeah, but Nick Chubb is like he's like 28, 27.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if John Taylor has a career like that where he's still like the way he plays, I just don't think he'll be elite.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's the running backs getting injured way too much like that, and then so they get like they have like their little like peak for like 2-3 years, and then it's just they get injured and down.
Only
That's
person
what
I
they.
say- Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead. I remember.
I said the only person I could see being elite for a long time is Austin Eckler. That dude just plays right.
He's different, but one thing that we do need to talk about, right, is the running back disrespect in the NFL. Like, why are running backs? I seen a stat. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it too. The average kicker is making more than the average running back. But the reason
that stat is very skewed because there's like 100, 200 running backs and like 30 kickers.